So how can rebirth not be important if this is what the path is all about? In fact, it is fundamental. It is the core thing that we are seeking to overcome in this Buddhist practice. So it becomes like the all-important feature of the Buddhist path. So these are just some reflections on the importance of rebirth in Buddhism, to give you some background on how the Buddhism talks about these things. And I could go on for much more about this thing called rebirth, because it is everywhere to be found in the suttas. But I just wanted to bring out some of the more important statements of the Buddha about these things. And as you can see, it is essential in Buddhism. It is a very core part of the Buddhist practice. And for that reason, I will say again that it's impossible. You cannot really be 100% Buddhist if you reject rebirth out of hand completely. This is impossible. This cannot be the case. So how then do we how do we come to accept this thing called rebirth? I mean, fair enough that the Buddha taught these things. How do we gain confidence that there actually is such a thing as rebirth? Because it's not very obvious just because the Buddha taught so. That does not necessarily mean that we ourselves should believe in this thing. Why should we believe in it just because the Buddha said so? And of course, the first thing is that if you know what the Buddha taught and you have a respect for the Buddha, you have respect for his teachings, and you know that his teachings work for yourself, then it becomes natural to take on also his other teachings. If you have taken on part of his morality, his meditation teachings, and you practice them for yourself, and you realize that they have made your life better, you have understood the wisdom of these teachings, then it becomes natural to at least, if you like, take on these ideas of rebirth as a hypothesis in your life and use them in that sense.